everybody. Raul here for Bass Musician Magazine, and today we have the great honor and pleasure of getting caught up with my old friend Robert Harper. Well, you've been a real busy guy. It's been almost a couple of years since we chatted last, and I know that you've had so much stuff going on that we really just needed to get caught up, and we wanted to share it with the bass community so they could be on top of all of the cool stuff that's happening. So let's start out by talking a little bit about your new bass drum funk groove video series.
Oh, wow. That transpired about 7 months ago. I was building this studio here at my house. Rehearsal studio right now. That's what I wanted it for. So I can stop lugging my equipment everywhere. Even though I can play drums, a tad bit, I didn't feel like putting all that stuff together. I wanted to make sure it was done right and tuned right. Summoned somebody to come put it together. And the guy that came over and put it together, we struck a friendship. His name is Anthony D. Taylor. Very, very talented drummer. His AKA is a tailor-made drummer. We just was jamming right here in the studio after we got everything put up together and, drums and everything. That was cool. So one day I was on the internet and I wanted to find some good old funk, just some groove and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept pushing all this stuff, and everybody's soloing and playing chords, and I like all that stuff. But I said, wow, where's all the groovers of that and stuff, And then I had to go back, and the stuff was so old, you know what I mean? I said, you know what? I think I'm going to start something with that. These young guys need to see how the bass holds the bottom line. And I want to see some more slapping. You know I get slap happy sometimes. And I just 1,000 miles a minute, like Victor Wooten and stuff. Not taking nothing away from him. That's my boy, and I like everybody out there pretty much. But I just want to step away from all that and go over here to the other side of the field and broaden the spectrum a little bit with the videos. You know what I mean? I don't use no interface. I don't run my bass to a computer and all that stuff. I do old school. I throw the mics on there. And I just want to get that live feeling. I really appreciate the viewers. Matter of fact, this last one is almost had for 12,000 views on Facebook. That's an accomplishment. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. It makes me happy. That's who I am, I'm more of the bassist that wants to see you dance. And I love to play in a band. I'm not really the type of dude to sit back in a chair and play by myself. That's just not me. I'm just being me. And it's coming out all right. And they're going to get better and better and better and better.
Well, and the best place for people to see those, are they all on Facebook, or do you have a YouTube channel as well? Or
we have youtube.com/Robert Harper Bass. Also, my website, robertharperbass.com. Now, Anthony's got a bunch of stuff that he's did prior to meeting me also at youtube.com/TaylorMade Drummer. You can catch it with both of us right there.
Since you're mentioning drums, sometimes we want to play and there's not a drummer around. One of the most frequent tools that kind of comes to hand is a Beat Buddy. Now, I understand you did a video about a Beat Buddy.
It's not finished yet.
Okay. So the bass musician people get to know this ahead of everybody else. It's a scoop.
Right. I'm just letting this really is. Bass musician got it first here. I was with Beat Buddy right from the very start. Beat Buddy is actually the name of the product. It's Singular Sound. With the company. The Beat Buddy will be coming to you guys out there. Mine's going to be the funky version now, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I got to funk it up. It should be out before the NAMM show. And it's a great product, and they're not stopping there. They have a new foot pedal that's rebuilt, and the knobs are where you don't have to have your shoes on. A lot of people play barefooted too, and they're nice and smooth and wide. They have a new updated SIM card with more advanced beats in it and stuff.
Nice. And
it's great. I got to finish it up by this Saturday. So
you got some work to do.
Yeah.
So let's go from the beat to the bass, and tell us a bit about the basses right now you're playing with.
Oh yeah, well everybody knows that I play with Paul Lorette basses. He's from France. He was a carpenter when he was a young guy. He used to first build violins. So if you can build a violin, you're a bad boy. He went from there to doing guitars, and then from guitars to basses. The dynamics and the way he designs and thinks, and the quality of equipment he uses. Every part is from all over the world except for the United States. The wood and everything that he makes, that's from France. The pickups are from Delano, Germany, Electronics, John East. He's from the UK. It's an international put together bass, but a beautiful sound. What I like people to know is when I picked my bass, of course I love the funky look and stuff because, I was raised back in the P-Funk era, and that was a big part of my plan yesterday, and it still is today. I can dial in so many settings on the bass. Mm-hmm. Look at the bass, it looks real. It's a fancy design, and you only see 3 knobs. You're like, what's going on? But those knobs are stacked. So that's actually 6 controls there.
What model is that?
Most I'm talking about the Stega, because there's a stack because there's less body.
Exactly.
You know the shape, so they couldn't put them all over the place. So It has top-notch, electronics. It kicks and you get different sounds. I can get Fender Jazz, Music Man, Fender Precision, Olympic, Stanley Clark plays, Rickenbacker, you know what I mean? So when I heard all in different tones, I said, oh, cool, I'm good with that.
Gotcha. Now, your acoustic is...
It's called Gabriella.
Gabriella.
They also have an electric model of that, which is really selling great. See, you can't see nothing because there's no controls on the outside, but he slipped the controls up under there through the F-holes. And you just go in there and you can turn and you got your volume and everything, and your tone, you set it. There's 2 controls under there, and you got a pickup under there. You can't see that. You wired for sound.
Now, in addition to the Larette basses, you've got an autographed Star bass, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's my gem. Bootsy Collins, I've been inspired by a lot of people, but Bootsy was my number one inspiration to play the bass and to continue to play the bass. He just showed that it was so much fun. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The Bootsy Collins bass are so... Jason Leopold, I saw him on Facebook or something playing a Bootsy Collins Star bass that I could not find nowhere in the world. It's from a company called...
It's Traben, isn't it?
Thank you. And they made only so many models, but what I like about them is they made the model that Bootsy actually used on stage. Yeah, a lot of these models are just models. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's made just like the one they made for him. Mm-hmm. It has 5 jazz pickups in it. Check this out. 3 Aguilar preamps in it. Never heard of nothing like that. Bootsy's kind of off the hook with this tone thing. It takes 4 9-volts.
Wow.
And believe me, the kick out of this baby is sick. And that case you're looking at, that purple lined case, that case alone is $1,000-something bucks.
Well, it's got to be custom made because not anything's going to fit that way.
Right. But it looks like a big old, if you look at it, it looks like a big old keyboard case. You know what I mean? And then I was fortunate enough to meet Bootsy that same year I got that bass at his CD release Halloween party. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people say that video of me and my wife acting crazy, all dressed up in this P-Funk stuff. You can go on YouTube and see that, you guys, if you have missed it, and see some crazy stuff with me at the Halloween party. But anyway, I had contacted Bootsy and them before that because I wanted him to sign that bass. We're not like super tight. We've dealt with each other in the past. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Little business stuff through the computer, We know he knows of me. Cool, I go there. He signed it. I got pictures of that. Yeah, the picture of him signing the bass, and I'm cheesing with a Bootsy Collins outfit on. It was Halloween, y'all. I don't dress like that every day.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this because everybody probably forget after a while. I'm gonna do a video with that. One of our bass drum videos.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I gotta throw some funk down with that. Got to. So look out for that. February or March. I can put those dates down because me and the drummer already messed around with some P-Funk and some stuff. But I'm going to be quiet because it's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a cover nobody's never attempted to do. And I'm going to be quiet for somebody to read between the lines and beat me to it.
There you go.
And I choose funk and R&B. That's my main thing. I love to play behind female vocalists. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you'll see me do some more of that next year. But I'm not giving any more dates. I keep giving these dates and something happens and they don't come through. So just next year sometimes. I was saying about the books was supposed to be done this year. I'm just going to sell it independently on my website. The people who've been following me and stuff. And I'm not just making a book to make a book. I have a story to tell.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to tell people the name of my title because it's copyrighted now. It's called Mad Journey. It's going to be a lot in that book.
You also have a new CD single. If it's either coming up soon or it's already might have come out, the remix.
Oh, yeah, it just hit yesterday. It's been out about 24 hours now. say remix because we like stripped it down and we dissected. We really tore that song apart and put it back together. I'm gonna let people know this, they don't know. The first CD that I put out with that was last year around this time almost. I played all the instruments. I played the drums, I played the keyboards, I played the rhythm guitar you hear on there, and I played the bass. And I had a great guy by the name of Eugene Chapman, a saxophonist, and he helped with background vocals. I did the lead vocals. It was really, I did most everything except for his sax solo. Mm-hmm. So after the NAMM show, I promised and vowed to, I got to redo that. Getting the guy, Anthony D. Taylor, TaylorMade drummer, thinking more about the CD, the concept and everything, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I went back in and changed a lot of stuff, and it's just a whole new tune. It's what I really wanted it to sound like. Just came out, like I said, yesterday. It's only $1.50, you guys.
With the remix and all this stuff, we have to mention the lovely studio that you're talking from. This is your new recording studio that you just kind of got finished building. And you've got it not just for yourself, but this is open to the public now.
Google me. They officially got it branded now. Nice. And I'm so happy that they approved it and everything. I've been spending so much time in here all year long. I can't wait to go jump on a plane and go to the NAMM. Isn't that something?
Oh, yeah.
I need to get away from here for a minute. But this is my baby and a dream come true. When we purchased this house, it was like it was made. As soon as I came down to the basement, everything is new. I wanted to build this studio, so I spent a lot of money. I'm looking around, reminding myself. I did all the soundproofing. So I read up and did some more study on acoustics. And what really controlled all the sound was the bass traps. Those, if you don't want nobody to hear what's going on outside, those suck up the bass and all the booming. You know what I mean? The drums and bass drums, just everything. The rest is a whole bunch of stand-up acoustic tilings that I have over the windows and on the walls and all that stuff. Because there's still some more acoustic stuff I want to get. Just a few more pieces to really just lock it all the way down. Yeah. Right now it's great. I have bands coming in already and loving the place. And then it's cool. They go tell somebody else. It really impresses the young kids. Of course, I got my trainer amplification that I'm endorsed with right now. I have different amplifiers because different people like different stuff. And when I go out and play, somebody might request something different. Mm-hmm. I have, of course, the Galen Kruger, latest model, 800 with the 410 cabinet. A lot of people are used to that kind of stuff, especially these female soul R&B vocalists. Mm-hmm. So I want to make sure I had that for them. I got my Jens Benz over there, but that was the most powerful combo that was available at the time. It's 500 watts. And it has a 15 and a tweeter in it. And that Jens Benz is real clean. I use that sometimes for even my acoustic upright bass. I have electric upright, I got my drum set. That was the best investment I could have made. I got a PA. These big old PA speakers you can see behind me from PV. These are not the little weird ones. These are the ones that you actually can take to a park. These are powerful. 500 watts a piece or something. My head back there is like 800 watts. So that's just good for in here. I got the big screen TV so you in the lounge area where you can sit back. And sometimes they be looking at the YouTube videos for references or something else or whatever they want to do. You also get the computer there so they can go online on the TV. That's a great thing with the smart TVs,
Oh, yeah.
And then I have right there while they sitting back, in the little conference room. I got the popcorn machine, the little hot dog machine, little cooler over there. Nice little comfy, cozy place, you know what I mean? Very professional. When I was going to the studios back in the days a lot, I used to get so motivated by seeing all the greats hanging all over the walls and stuff. Like United Sound in Hollywood. That was they did George Clinton, P. Funkin' really brought that name to light, and a lot of other stuff, Electric Light Orchestra, a lot of those bad cats back in the days, were recording there. What I did was I just got favorite shots that I like, and I got with a good company that really knows how to reproduce the picture. First, I put up my peers, I got Nathan East, Sly Stones, Roger Troutman from Zapp, rest in peace, Louis Johnson, rest in peace, Larry Graham is up there, Stanley Clarke, Bootsy Collins, Rick James, Prince, and those are the guys that motivated me, and I still just look up to them. They're my heroes, you know what I mean? George Clinton over here with a picture of him coming out the mothership under there. Yeah. And then around the corner over there, it's Michael Jackson, Prince, and Whitney Houston, all on the same picture. I got JBL woofers hanging from the ceiling that are connected to the TV set. Okay. Yes, I wanted to brag about this. I have what they call the Novation Bass Station 2. Now, what that is bass players when they're doubling on keys, they The top one dog that they use are the Moogs, right? The second one behind the Moogs are the Novation base stations. I have one of those. I was fortunate enough to get the P-Funk downloads all in here. The guy's named Danny, from the keyboardist from Parliament Funkadelic. He partnered with Novation, and they had a sound pack, signature sound pack at the time. And all those funky grooves you hear from Parliament Funkadelic, all the hits, he dumped them in a sound pack. And whoever bought one of these, they were giving it to us for free. This is like collector's item. Casio then stepped up their game. I know what's good and what's not when I hear it. You know what I mean? I don't have to be convinced by nobody. And I was overly convinced. And you can get all the sounds. You can get trumpets, saxophones, violins, orchestras, and not that cheesy stuff. So I came off the ice cream truck. You know, the real deal stuff. You know what I mean? The sound module on that bad boy. I mean, it has so much stuff. I hate manuals. I have to read the manual to really make it rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I messed around with enough to use it on the CD. We're talking about all about that funk, the remix. We also shoot video here, I forgot to mention. Now, we don't do videos for you to put up on way out high quality stuff, but we shoot them good enough that you can, like you might want to show a promoter or something to get you a gig or something like that.
Like a demo.
Yeah, you can put it on your website or something like that. Or they're quality. You know, we use good stuff. We offer them services.
But with all this stuff you got going on, obviously you got have somebody managing this stuff. So you've got a personal manager.
There we go. Let's get back to my beautiful wife, who is my personal manager. There's a picture there of her right there, you guys. Me and her, we were at the Recording Academy. I love music, but one thing that separates me from a lot of musicians, and I will say this, it's not going to make everybody happy, but is that, yes, I love music, but I love people more than I love music. Did you hear me, what I just said? See, I'm not going to be one of those cats that just, I don't know, I'm some kind of bass god or something, and everybody's beneath me, and I'll be talking to them crazy. No. I didn't get into the music game for that. I got into it to make people smile, make people happy. That's my thing. It wasn't even all about me. I told you, I like sitting up there with a band, jamming.
So lastly, all this time we've been looking at you, you got your Grammy ball cap on, and that brings us to the topic of the Grammys are coming up at the time of this recording.
Yes, January. No, it's February. February the 10th. Anyway, I was happy to get my first invitation to the Grammys. Yeah. And you can bring somebody too, you know?
Yeah.
It's not free, but it has some seats that you can afford, you know? And then they have an after party where you can attend, but you have to attend the show.
To go to the party.
The after party, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going to let you just buy tickets for the after party because just, you know, they're keeping all that down. You know what I mean? It's a privilege to get mine delivered to me right at home like this in a nice, pretty envelope, you know what I mean? And it's cool, you know? And that's every year. I don't have to worry about it. We get priority.
There's been so much stuff going on. It's so great to get caught up with you. If people want to know, go back and get any of the details. RobertHarperBass.com.
You got it.
Is the best place to look.
Yes.
Man, I don't want to keep you. Again, we've got all kinds of good updates here. Folks, stay on top of what Robert Harper's doing. He's got a lot going on. If you're in his area, you're looking for a place to rehearse, work with the band, great equipment, inspiring surroundings, make some really good music there. You've seen him here again, coming to you live on Bass Musician Magazine.
Bring it down. Oh, yeah.